Hey guys, Sean here. So, I wanted to blog today about something completely unrelated to anything that I have done yet. Oh, that's a lot of sun. Let me move over here. I have decided that I want to write a musical. That's right. I said it. I want to write a musical. So, I started working on one. And I've gotten a lot of, really good guidance on what to do. So, I had this idea pop into my head. I'm like, why don't I write a one-woman, one-act musical about a woman who's about to get married, but spends the entire musical questioning whether or not she should, and that would be the entire basis of the musical, right? So because the reason I was like, I could do this because it's a heightened emotional state because wedding. And emotion leads to music, leads to song, leads to all of that outpouring that you need for a musical. So, okay, so I have the idea. So it's sitting there germinating in my head. So I started throwing out ideas. Why does she not want to get married? Because you can't just be like, or why is she having second thoughts about getting married? It can't just be like, I'm just not feeling it today. Let's not do that. That's, at least, everybody I know, that's not how it works. So the first thought that I had was, well, what if she's from a oppressive family, and she, this is like her final moment of rebellion is to question whether or not she should get married. Maybe she's from an Indian family or a Chinese family that's, she wasn't even born in the United States. She's a first generation immigrant herself. But I was like, you know what? I don't really know enough about that to put that on stage and feel comfortable with it. So I ixnayed that really quickly. So then I was like, okay, well maybe her husband is a soldier and he's getting called out to go to war. Which would be a great premise for it. But I was just like, I don't know if I feel that, if I feel like it would work. Okay, so she's rushing into it, and she's gonna maybe do it, maybe not do it. I don't know if that would really work. So then I was like, what if she's closeted? She's a lesbian, and she's, been closeted. She's, a 30-something, and she's finally like, you know what? I really like this guy. He's a really good friend, but he's not somebody I ever want to get married to because he has a penis, and I like vagina. I'm a little crass sometimes, sorry. So I was like, no, that okay. So I let that germinate. And then Orlando happened. And I said, and there's the impetus on why she's questioning. She's questioning because this major event has happened. And she's questioning whether she can live with herself, staying in the closet married to this man. Especially after this has happened. So that is where we're at right now. I've written about 1,000 words. She has she has a childhood crush that we're talking about. She's talking about her brother and her parents and John, who's her husband-to-be. So there's a lot of characters to flesh out still for this monologue. But the one major thing that has happened that has given me pause, and I need to go back and kind of do the research on it. So her childhood crush is Claire Danes, who was in a show in 1994 called My So-Called Life. If you're older than me, because I'm 27, you probably know the show. If you're younger than me, you probably don't. This is one of those groundbreaking teen dramas that discussed a lot of issues to teens. I've not seen it myself, which is why I'm at the holdup. But according to Wikipedia, it dealt with depression and suicide and sexual abuse and emotional abuse. And I think there might have been some homophobia or homosexual discussions happening. So I was like, okay, so this is perfect. This is randomly, excuse me. Excuse me. So this is perfect. This would be a great thing for me to go back, watch. Maybe I can bring some of that into the show and have a little discussion going on about different aspects of things. So that's where I'm at. I'm stuck at I need to watch the show still. So that's that's the next move. But I do have a lyricist and a composer already lined up. The lyricist his name's Christopher Burke. He's a slam poet, which I'm really excited about. I did this on purpose. I kind of wanted to do something different, and everything that he does is already so musical that I wanted to bring that aspect. I wanted to bring that sensibility to lyric into this. And then the composer that I'm looking at, I would definitely call him more classical. So I'm purposely setting up this kind of dichotomy between the lyrics and the music to kind of play with the inner aspects of the show itself. So I'm really excited about it. I'm going to keep vlogging, as things, develop and whatnot. But look forward to it. I'm really excited about it. A couple of people I've shown it to have had a chance to read it. I've been really excited about it. So yeah, thanks guys.